and it's Gracie. So today I'm going to be doing another review for you guys. I'm going to be doing a review to Personal Taste. I saw this drama a while ago. I just haven't had a chance to actually record the review for it. I'm going to get right into the story because in the story you're going to kind of find like different characters that kind of have different meanings. One of the first characters that you meet is Park Gain. She's kind of a slob. It's not necessarily that she's a slob, it's that she's never really been taught that a young lady should kind of, take care of herself, take care of her household, be neat and tidy, wear nice clothes. The reason that she's usually wearing kind of what we call fachas, which is like the clothes you use to clean your house, dirty, raggedy, comfortable clothes. The reason that she always wears those is because she is actually a furniture designer, and so she has a workshop and she's usually designing furniture. So she doesn't really have a need to kind of, make herself up. But she is a slob. She's kind of, very untidy, and she doesn't always keep things neat and, orderly. She lives in Hanok, which is a traditional Korean home, but it's a little bit modernized. Her father designed it for her mother. The name of the place, this is what I love about, a lot of Korean homes, they have names. The name of the place is Sangwoje. It's supposed to mean a place for mutual love. And it's really nice, actual Hanok. I really love this house. Like, if I could, I would design my house just like it. But it's designed by her father. Her father is actually a very famous architect. Her mother died when she was very, very little. And so she doesn't really have a lot of the motherly advice and or experience that a mother could give her daughter when it comes to life. So she's very naive, and she's very trusting, and she's very, open-hearted. And she's been dating this guy, Han Chang-ryul. She's been dating him for a while. He's been her longtime boyfriend. She's very in love with him, and she's very happy with him. One day, he kind of just breaks up with her. And she's not really understanding why. He hasn't really given her a reason. He's just, like, we're done. He does find it a little bit hard. Like, he does have affection for her. I don't think he's in love with her. I think he has, like, an affection for her. I think he's, since he knows her story, he kind of feels a little bit sorry for her. And I don't know if that's why they started dating her. Like, maybe he did love her when they started dating. But right now, what he is finding is that he's finding it very hard to kind of, make her sad and break her heart. Problem is that his other girlfriend, that's right, he's a cheating bastard. His other girlfriend is telling him to break up with her. He does. Later on, Kayan gets an invitation to her best friend's wedding. And as she goes there, she goes to the wedding, she is horrified to actually see that her best friend and her roommate, or she's getting married to Kayan's ex-boyfriend. And actually she finds out that they've been going out together, so he's been cheating on her for a very long time. And the reason that Kim In-hee, which is Kayan's friend, the reason that In-hee wanted Chang-ryul to break up with Kayan is because they were getting married. Basically Kayan just kind of severs all ties with In-hee. Swears off men. Swears off dating, because that kind of makes her sound like she's gonna turn to lesbianism, but she's not. She's swearing off dating. She's swearing off love. She's never gonna find love, so she's never going to give into it. She's never going to try again. Meanwhile, you meet Jung Jin-hoo. He's an architect, and he's got a very small firm. His firm is actually so small that like the office is like one room, and everybody has their own little desk. To kind of keep his company afloat, what Jin-ho is doing is he's entering this contest it's like a project bid for the Dam Arts Center. Basically, like, the winner of this project, of this bid, is going to design the new art center. And so, he's making a bid for it. He's putting his design in for the contest against Future Construction, which is actually a company owned by Chang-ryul's father. Now, Chang-ryul's father used to actually work under Jin-hoo's father, but Chang-ryul's father stole the company and stole all the prestige from Jin-hoo's father. Jin-hoo is kind of, not only is this like, a bit to keep his firm up and open and, working, it's also kind of a way to kind of, show Chang-ryul's father that he might have taken the company, but that his ideas or his prestige is never going to be the same as Jin-hoo's family. So he finds out that actually the art center's director's favorite design ever is actually the Sangwoje house. He figures that he's got to find a way to kind of collect all this information that he can about this place. So what he does is he goes to this house, and the thing is that it's never been open to the public. So nobody's ever been able to look at the design of the house and see how it is and see all that thing. because it's a private residence. You know, it's a private residence for Guyan's family. When he finds out that there's actually a vacant room in the house because Guyan used to have a roommate, knowing that she's kind of been betrayed, and knowing that she would never let a guy into her house because she's actually a very respectable person, he pretends to be gay. You know, Guyan kind of goes into this understanding that he's never going to have feelings for her because he's gay. She's never going to have feelings for him because he's gay. And he's not ever going to want to, you know, get drunk and attack her because, you know, he's gay. And he doesn't find girls attractive. She says okay. He goes in there with the intent of looking the place over and finding all the designs that are, like, finding all the design uniquenesses that are in this place so that he can incorporate them into his design. Or incorporate something similar into his design. What happens is, because he's pretending to be gay, you know, every time that Guyan kind of shows up, she always says, oh, he's gay. So people started thinking that he's gay. The STEM Art Center director, who is gay, also finds out that he's gay. And he actually starts finding Jinho very attractive. Like, he's very attractive. He starts having these feelings for Jinho. And so it's becoming a problem because Jinho is actually not gay. He's actually very straight. And he doesn't know kind of what to do about, you know, all of this, like all of these rumors are going around. He can't exactly say that they're not true because then they'll get back to Guyan, and then Guyan will kind of kick him out of the house. So Guyan, who is a little less feminine, asks him if he could please make her over. Problem is that while he's making her over, he kind of starts developing feelings for her. She starts developing feelings for him. However, she is okay with this because she knows that even if she does start developing feelings for him, he's never going to reciprocate because he's gay. He's really scared that she's going to find out that, and not necessarily so much that he's not gay, but that he lied to her, pretending to be gay simply just to get information on this design and on this house. He's afraid that she's going to see it as like he was using her. Which in actuality he was. So I saw this drama because it had Lee Min-ho in it. Lee Min-ho plays Jinho. It's very funny. Like, he's very comical. I love it because he's got such a great kind of comedic timing. Lee Min-ho is really, really great. I love his acting. He's such a great actor. I'm kind of sad that he's going into the military. But I really, really like his acting. He's got such a great comedic timing. It's funny because my cousin has it, and she's been like, you know, you should totally watch it. You should totally watch this. But she's got a huge crush on Lee Min-ho. I just thought she was being biased, but she's not. It's really, really good. I really love it. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Later, that's it for this review. If you guys would like to become a part of this Drama Tier family, you know, just go ahead and subscribe down below. You know, click on the little bell so that you will always know when my videos come up. I do a lot of different things on this channel. I do reactions. I do reviews. I am now doing fan fictions. I'm going to start doing some DIYs, some K-pop, K-drama DIYs. We'll go ahead and give you a big warm welcome into this Drama Tier family. So I will see you guys later with another review. Bye!